6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, oh my casa. I'ma need my sushi pronto. Shooting star like a Cosmo. Make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a...
Wednesday night baseball coming your way from lovely Petco Park. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. It's time for Padres baseball. Next. Blake Snell will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Previous history with Blake Snell, he has 7 hits in 23 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. Snell has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
So now here is Justin Turner. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Fastball right back to the mound. One there. Over to Hosmer. A double play. Here's Corey Seager. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
That misses. 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. Dodgers scoreless. Padres coming to bat. It's the battle for Southern California bragging rights, and it's on the show. Dustin May gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at one of the top young right-handed pitchers in all of baseball in Dustin May. Big fastball with a lot of movement. When I mean big, I mean like really big. 98 to 100 miles an hour with tremendous sink and a hard slider to go along with it. The key for Dustin May, throwing strikes early to keep that pitch count down.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Trying to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Pham is retired, and there's one away.
Batting second.
At the plate now is Jake Cronenworth. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
The shortstop.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr., a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Manny.
Next, here is Manny Machado. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First offering. Machado now on 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. Comes in with 6 hits in 20 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Inside and low, 2-1. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
He's running, and he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. 1 left for San Diego. We are still scoreless. Now into the box, Cody Bellinger. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Now the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Cody Bellinger goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. Here now is Will Smith. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. And there are 2 away now. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now here it comes.
1-1.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Count 1-2.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's going to be a base hit here for Hosmer.
Batting fifth, the right fielder,
Here's Will Myers. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit out towards second. Oh, look at Taylor to second for 1. Not in time.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
That'll bring up Austin Nola as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Slow roller down the third baseline. And that's the second out. And to hit will be Trent Grisham to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. From the stretch, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. And this will be fouled away.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The set and the 1-2 in the dirt here. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. The 2-2. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
He's set. The payoff pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. And with that, the side is retired. Padres leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Digging in will be Edwin Rios. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Edwin Rios.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Stepping in next, Chris Taylor. First offering. Drilled down the line. This is foul for the first strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Hosmer has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dustin May. First pitch on the way.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Into the box, Blake Snell as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Blake Snell.
First delivery to him. The 1-0 is a ball high and inside.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Now the pitch.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Here it is, the 3-0. 3-1 to him now. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Popped him up. Turner has a play. Makes the play, one away. One out, bases empty. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. Now the first pitch. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball one.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Bellinger. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Two balls and no strikes.
Two-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this two-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Now the 2-0. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive, base hit to right.
Now batting.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, a two-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Ripped down the first base line. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Here's Manny Machado now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Bellinger looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A three-run homer off the bat of Manny Machado. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
See, I just don't understand that. He had an open base and could have pitched around him, but they challenged him and lost big time. That is one costly decision.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
The first baseman.
He'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And that's in there, base hit. So Will Myers will get a chance to bat this inning following the base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
So here's Will Myers as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And it's quickly 0-2. Fouled off. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Bellinger able to track it down for the third out. But the Padres pick up 3 on this 3-run home run. We're through 3 at Petco Park. It's now 3-0 San Diego. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Mookie Betts.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Now here's the pitch as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind the count with guys on base.
Here it comes, 2-0. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Betts over at second. Turner at first with no outs. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. So here's Cody Bellinger. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. This is flared out towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Into the box, Will Smith, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to Hosmer. A double play, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And now it'll be the catcher, Austin Nola.
The catcher, Austin Nola.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So bases are empty with 1 out now. And that brings up Trent Grisham. And now the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
To the plate now, Blake Snell. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. Count even now at 1-1. The pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch.
Got to take your hat off to the pitcher right here. He's throwing a little pesky at bat at him right here. Could have easily just took 3 pitches and walked back to the dugout.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, as the lead remains 3-1. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Max Muncy.
The pitch.
that was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. And stepping in, Edwin Rios. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That misses 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
From the stretch. 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now. And now here is Dustin May. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. This one's flared off to the right side. Cronenworth will put this one away, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Tommy Pham.
The left fielder, Tommy Pham.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for his strike 1 and 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Stepping in now, Jake Cronenworth. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Grounded to short. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Good job right there. I know that play was super close. I like him taking the extra step in that situation. Making sure he had a great handle, deliver a strong, accurate throw, gathered himself nice.
At the plate now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
1 and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
The 1-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2 and 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Hard hit ball towards the hole. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for Manny Machado. So it's a ground ball single to left for him here, his second hit tonight. And you can see on the graphic his total for the year places him 3rd best on the San Diego roster. Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado.
He jumped all over breaking stuff last time up on that homer. So I got to believe in the back of his mind, he knows he's probably getting a fastball in during this sequence.
He's set and the pitch. As he hits one on a line to left field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's the first pitch. Popped up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting.
Next up, Justin Turner singled last time up. Now here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it is Myers, and there are 2 away now. Next, it'll be Corey Seager. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now here's the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the pitch. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1 is strike two swinging.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's...
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Joe Kelly takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 17, Joe Kelly.
Into the box now, Will Myers, as he sends it on the ground to first. There's one. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Into the box, Austin Nola, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and it's still 3-1. Austin Adams is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that brings up the former National League MVP Cody Bellinger. First pitch of the AB on its way. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. One gone now in the LA seventh, and that brings up Will Smith. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. A solo shot here to left, number 17 for him on the season, and the Dodgers are back within a run at 3-2 now.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Next up is Max Muncy. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One and one to the Dodgers' first baseman. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Reined in, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back left fielder Edwin Rios.
And now Edwin Rios. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
Popped him up. Hosmer is there for it. And that's the third out. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers 2.
Squad hustle like a relay, run it back like a replay. No time for that.
Digging in now for San Diego. Trent Grisham been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Now the pitch. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Jurickson Profar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Jurickson Profar.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 9 homers and 21 driven in. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
And now the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Grisham, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a throw over and late reactions, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Padres go down quietly, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Drew Pomeranz has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 15, Drew Pomeranz.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Chris Taylor. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
A.J. Pollock will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's right there. To second for 1. Back to first. And a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
To the plate now, Justin Turner, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate, and he is out at the plate. They are denied a chance at tying the ball game here as the inning is over. One left for LA. Still a 3-2 ball game. Blake Trinan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 49, Blake Trinan. Leading up for the Padres, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Standing in now, Jake Cronenworth. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
In now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll cut on and miss at a good slider at the knees for strike one. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2. Now with the plate is Manny Machado. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
He's set. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Fouled off. The 1-1 home is taken down and in for a ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. Bets on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order, but they still lead it 3-2. Keone Kela comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
27, Keone Kela.
Now it'll be Corey Seager. He bounced out last time up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
1-0 the count. Fouled away.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Myers going back, still ranging back. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and we are tied again.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, and it's fouled away. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the 0-1, and there's ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Hit back toward the mound, right to him. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. Next, it'll be Will Smith. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Pham is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. Next to hit, Max Muncy. He grounded out last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Nope. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2, good changeup with some depth.
The 1-2 pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Popped up. Machado moving to his left, and that retires the side. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. That'll set the stage for the bottom of the 9th. We're tied now with 3 apiece. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And here comes the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Pitch on the way. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the ninth inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
At the plate now, Will Myers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The winning run is at first base. Jorge Mateo will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 3, Jorge Mateo.
The 1-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0. And the slider here is not going to find the zone either, and it's 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
The 3-0.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll two.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Popped him up. Turner waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, here is Austin Nola. Career against Blake Trinan. He's 0 for 4. Here's the first pitch. Possible winning run on first, one man away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch running at first for the Padres. Number 3, Jorge Mateo.
Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. So next to bat will be Trent Grisham. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. Here's the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Fouled off. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. still 1-2. 1-2. Here it is.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And he's back in standing. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Victor Caratini will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 17, Victor Caratini.
Here's the first pitch, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Comes in here right at 260. 1 home run and 3 driven in. The 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and the Padre threat goes by the boards as that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. Score remains tied at 3-3. Craig Stammen takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
We are into extra innings, and standing in the outfielder, Edwin Rios.
The left fielder, Edwin Rios.
Here's the first pitch.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. The 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Ripped down the line. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And this will get all the way to the wall now.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. From the stretch. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's 0 for 4. Taylor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Big spot here, and it'll be Mookie Betts. Oh, they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Comes set. The 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Padres. It's now a 4-3 Dodger lead. Kenley Jansen enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Stepping in once again is Tommy Pham. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's gone 2 for 6. First pitch on the way.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So stepping in is Jake Cronenworth, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Bellinger. He can't get there as it falls in. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away. So now into the box is Fernando Tatis Jr. A potential tying run for him at third base. Tucupita Marcano will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 60, Tucupita Marcano.
From the stretch.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but a foul ball, 1-1. Jansen comes set. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The 2-2 one more time. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. And that misses, ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Kenley Jansen is one of the best in the business, and he knows how to pitch out of jams. He's in one right now, and I wouldn't bet against him.
Machado now on 0-1.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Pitch popped up. Seager calls for it. 2 gone. So now to the plate, Jorge Mateo trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Ready with the 0-1. Popped up. Muncy is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Los Angeles Dodgers, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. Blake Trinan claims the win out of the pen, his first. Kenley Jansen records the save, his 18th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Padres, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please